I knew the comic book since many years, and I knew that it was really good material to make a movie. In fact, I knew Largo before my first movie, before I've done my first movie, and but it was too expensive for me at this time, you know, too big. And after the success of my first movie, I did get the possibility to direct this kind of movie. We've tried to keep the spirit, you know, but the first time I had lunch with the author, with Jean Van Am, I told him, okay, I'm going to betray you. You have to be ready for that, you know, otherwise I'm unable to adapt it. I mean, an adaptation, you have to feel free. So I felt free. We kept the spirit of the story, but we changed many characters, we changed the location, the headquarters. So yeah, we changed a few things. Because the comic book, and first before being comic book, it was a book. It has been written 30 years ago. And so I think at this time, capital of the world was New York City, as London was the capital of the world as in 19th century was, you know. And now I think it's in Asia. You know, really I enjoy Hong Kong. I enjoy Hong Kong, I enjoy the city and the people. There is really a good energy here. I love the city, really. Hong Kong is a character of the movie. It's really part of the movie. It's one of the characters of the movie for me, the town, the city. We're going to shoot a sequel. It will take place mostly in Thailand, north of Thailand, Bangkok. A little bit in Hong Kong, of course, because the headquarters of the company is still here. And a little bit in Europe also. We start in November. And, well, let's say the first one was a story of young Largo becoming an adult. And this time he will have to handle with the power he has. And sometimes it's difficult. There are a lot of adaptations of comic books because I think you can find very interesting story because there is a lot of creativity in comic books. You know, when you write a story for cinema, you have so many things to think about. You know, about money, about who will be the actor, you know, how you will shoot a scene. When you write for comics, I think the authors, they feel free, so perhaps they have better creativity.
It was a huge experience. It's an adventure movie. It's one of the most expensive adventure movies done in France. So doing it was, I was very lucky to do it. Some journalists ask me why I chose this part, and the answer is always, I didn't choose that part. Nobody refuses that part. I mean, all the actors that I know would have loved to do it. You know, nobody refuses that. The city is great. I mean, I've never seen something like that. First of all, it's very, very cosmopolitan here. I mean, the only other city that I have seen that was that much cosmopolitan was New York. And a few times when I was in New York, I thought I'd never find that energy anywhere else. But the energy here is way above. And you have this mixture between that and a very old and traditional culture. And that gives you that city that is amazing, that you can walk in between skyscrapers and continue walking 25 minutes to the east and find yourself in the middle of a lousy, stinky market, you know, where the smelly market. That's what I love, you know. I love these places because it's alive. Largo Winch movie was him getting the power, you know, inheriting of all this power. Largo, the sequel to Largo, will be, well, now that you have the power, what do you do with it? There's a restaurant that is not a fancy restaurant at all, called the Chili Club. It's really across the street here in Wan Chai. 2.5 minutes walk away from here. Really, really love it. And almost every night I would try to go and walk to a different place. At night, I used to play airsoft outside in between the two hotels, you know, next to the pool and the tennis courts. I had a friend with which we would, you know, we bought airsoft guns and we would shoot at each other. Not every night, but every 2 nights. you know, during 2.5 months, that's a lot of times. I don't know what's on TV July 9th. I don't know if there's a special nightclub where they have a special party, but if the movie Largo is coming out July 9th, you should probably go and see it because it's a good movie.
Where are we actually?
We're at the Grand Hyatt outside, next to the pool, where, what's the name of that restaurant?
I don't know. What's the name of the restaurant? I don't know. The swimming pool anyway. And we used to come here quite often. We used to live here first during, how long? 3 months?
3 months, yeah, 2.5 months.
And we used to have dinner here very often. I remember even with the family.
Yeah.
My children, your father.
Yeah.
And huge table, many people. And I mean, that's one of the best buffet I know. That's
It's a buffet, right?
It's a great buffet.
Yeah.
And a beautiful place. I love this place.